Welcome to another edition of Coffee with the Goose, where we talk about things that are, you know it, interesting, fascinating, and irritating. I am the Goose. Glad to have you back with me. Another interesting show to come. And before I even start, well, first we'll start with our coffee. Gotta have some caffeine, right? My coffee, as you know, very strong, like my opinion, but I got some creamer in there to make it sweet, just like me. Good stuff. All right, what are we going to talk about today? Well, boxing is the big story now after Errol Spence Jr. defeated Shawn Porter in the it's the World Welterweight title tournament, if you will. Now, in my humble opinion, and I think most boxing experts agree, it's the Manny Pacquiao Sweepstakes. Who's going to fight Pacquiao next? Why do I mention Pacquiao before I even get into the Errol Spence Jr. business? Because he is the cash cow in the welterweight division. Whether you think he's the best or not, that's your call. I think he is, or at least one of the best. But he is the moneymaker. He's the big name. He's the Hall of Famer. He's the legend. He's the Pacman. All these other champions, they're great guys. They're great fighters. Hats off to all of them, including Errol Spence Jr., but they're not Manny Pacquiao. They don't, you can't hear ching, ching, ching when you mention their name. But with Manny Pacquiao, it's big money, and everyone wants a piece of that money. Whether they want a piece of the leather that Pacquiao throws or not is another story. But everybody is lining up. They want to be the next. And there won't be many more because, Manny's going on 41. So it's only a matter of time. He's going to be gone. And everyone wants to, notch that victory over the legend in their resume. So first, got Errol Spence Jr. He's been calling out Pacquiao before the Shawn Porter fight. And, good for him. He's young. He's undefeated. He's extremely skilled, extremely tough, and very smart. And he thinks he can handle Manny Pacquiao. Good for him. Although he did say, well, I want to fight him in Texas Stadium. Well, guess what? Errol Spence Jr., Dallas native, that's probably not going to happen. Oh, no, I can't say that because Pacquiao has fought there before. That's, if you remember, where he beat the tar out of Antonio Margarito. I believe that was in Texas Stadium. So it might happen there. But Pacquiao's known for fighting in enemy territory. He hasn't fought in the Philippines, the home court advantage, if you will, in many, many years, over 20 years now, I believe. So we'll see. That would be a great fight. That would be a very lucrative fight, not just for Manny, but for Errol Spence Jr. But he's not the only one who wants a piece of the action. Danny Garcia. Now, Garcia, remember we did our best welterweight list just a week or two ago, and Danny Garcia was one of the top welterweights in the world, even though he doesn't have a title right now. He's a former title holder. What, has he only lost once? He brings it, and he's been talking a little trash lately. He said that. And it's funny that he said this. He said he called himself. He says one punch power. That's what he has. I have the one punch power to knock out Pacquiao. Okay, well, good for you if you believe that. And you are a champion, so you have every right to believe that. But he said he has better punching power than Keith Thurman and has better counter punching ability than Keith Thurman. Didn't he lose to Keith Thurman? Okay, well, you don't want to let that get in the way of a good argument, right? But Danny Garcia is the real deal, and the talking heads all agree that he's one of the fighters that stands a good chance of stepping into the ring with Manny Pacquiao soon. So Danny Garcia against Pacquiao, that'd be a great fight too. Who else has been putting their name into the contest? Mikey Garcia basically backed out. He says, no, I want a warm-up fight before that happens. Basically, that means Mikey Garcia wants nothing to do with Pacquiao because his career is almost done. If you want a piece of that action, you better get it now because a warm-up fight, no. It's going to be too late. And besides, come on. Mikey Garcia, all due respect to him, he's only lost once. That was to Errol Spence Jr. He's not in Pacquiao's league anyhow. That wouldn't even be fun to watch. It'd be a very swift lesson. Pacquiao would be all over him, and it'll be out, over before you know it. Who else? Hate to bring up the name, but but most of us want to see a second go around with Floyd Mayweather. Now, the reason I say that, even though I don't want to give Floyd any more attention, is Manny himself said this recently, that his people and Floyd's people are talking, trying to get something ironed out. So we'll see. Manny wants this badly. He wants to be healthy, and he wants a fight with Floyd without all the shady stuff going on. If you don't want to fight Floyd in his hometown in Vegas, where Floyd picks the referee, he picks the judges, he gets a shot in his brittle hands, but doesn't let Pacquiao get a shot in his injured shoulder. You know what? It was very shady. So Pacquiao wants another go around, and I'm not sure I want to see that again, but I'll admit I'll shell out the money with my friends and we'll watch it. So anyhow, that could be in the works. Also, Manny talked about fighting Amir Khan in Dubai next year. Why Amir Khan? I don't know. Amir Khan was his sparring partner many years ago, but let's face it, that's going to be boring too. He's going to lay Amir Khan out, pronto. That'll be a Ricky Hatton type affair, because Amir Khan's got a glass chin. Very skilled, great boxer, former champion. I like Amir Khan, don't get me wrong, but he does not. He can't take Pacquiao's punches. That'll be over quickly too. So I don't want to see that. I think the only three names in the Manny Pacquiao Sweepstakes are Errol Spence Jr. Four names. Got to correct myself. Four names. Errol Spence Jr., the IBF, and what's the other one? WBO. I get them all mixed up. The titles. He's got two of the titles now, and Pacquiao has one, the WBA title, and of course you have Terrence Crawford, the other unbeaten champion. But there's lots of that's an uphill battle getting that fight together, because you have to deal with Bob Arum in Top Rank. So who knows what's going to happen there. We all want to see Pacquiao and Terrence Crawford fight, and then Errol Spence Jr. fight, and then the winner take on Terrence Crawford. But we'll see what happens. Danny Garcia, another possible opponent for Manny Pacquiao, and then Floyd Mayweather, and hopefully not Amir Khan, and not Mikey Garcia either, because Amir Khan and Mikey Garcia, neither one of those guys deserve to be in the ring with Manny Pacquiao. Let's be serious. So what's going to happen? I'm not here to give you a prediction now, because they haven't signed the dotted line yet with Pacquiao and Errol Spence Jr., but you can almost hear it already. Well, you've been hearing it for a while already, that Pacquiao wouldn't stand a chance. Errol Spence Jr. is the monster in the welterweight division. Is he? Great undefeated champion. Give him all the props, but we've heard this so many times before. We heard it with Oscar De La Hoya. De La Hoya will kill him. What's Pacquiao doing? What are they doing? Pacquiao beat him up. Miguel Cotto, same thing. He's too tough for Manny Pacquiao. True welterweight, a warrior. Pacquiao made him quit or get TKO. We heard it with Sugar Shane Mosley. He beat him up, made him run for several rounds. Antonio Margarito sent him to the hospital. Lucas Matisse, just last year, another great welterweight slugger, made him quit. So we've heard this too many times. Pacquiao doesn't stand a chance. Pacquiao isn't strong enough. He's too small. Now he's too old. We've heard all this before. And what happens every time? He wins. He doesn't just win. He either knocks his opponent out or makes them run for their lives. And we saw it with Keith Thurman, didn't we? Keith Thurman ran for a round, didn't he? Yeah, it hurts. So beware. You're going to get in the ring with a Pacman. have your health insurance paid off, because it's going to be a war. So we'll see what happens. The Manny Pacquiao Sweepstakes continues. I'm sure we'll find out here within a month or so who's the front runner, and finally we'll get the announcement who's fighting Pacman next. Stick with me. We'll cover it better than anybody else with an honest opinion that we've done our research, we've done our homework. We don't just say what everybody else is saying. That's boring. We'll give you a good, educated opinion of boxing, so stick with us. That's it for this edition of Coffee with the Goose. Thank you so much for subscribing, and check us out on Facebook. All right, take care.